Hey Japeechen Scouters, Justin here, and today I'm having a real problem. I've got all of my scouting stuff in front of me, and I'm trying to fit it into my scouting pack so I can go on a camping trip, but I don't think it's all gonna fit. Well, there's some essentials we need to take with us, so let's start with those. It's always a great idea to take our scout book with us, and to take a pencil in case we need to take some notes. So those, first and foremost, are gonna go into our pack. Okay, what else? Well, I've got my scout neckerchief here. Again, a few weeks ago, I showed you how the scout neckerchief is not only a stylish accessory to our uniform, but we can also use it as a triangle bandage. So this might even be considered our first aid kit. It's a great scouting multi-tool, so it's gonna have to go into our pack. Speaking of multi-tools, a few weeks ago when we talked about knife safety, I showed you my multi-tool. This multi-tool, like I said, is like having a whole toolbox on a camping trip. So it and a small whetstone in case it gets dull are both gonna have to go into our pack. Well, we're gonna need food and water, so water into our pack, and a snack into our pack. What else? Well, if we want to have a campfire, we're going to need some campfire matches. So, again, into our pack. Some of the things I have left might not seem as important since it's nice out, but let me show you why they are. The first one is one of scouting's great other multi-tools, duct tape. You never know when you might need it, and it always comes in handy. So, into the pack. And here I have a light jacket. I know it's pretty warm outside right now, but you never know. Sometimes, even if it's really hot during the day, when it gets dark out, it gets chilly. So even in the summer, it's a great idea to have a lightweight jacket. So that lightweight jacket is going to go into our pack. My pack is already getting pretty full, and I've still got all this rope I have to take for all the scouting I'm going to do. I think we're going to have to make some hard decisions with this rope because we're not going to be able to take it all with us. It's a shame because I really love having all the rope with me when I need to do some scouting. But alas, my pack just isn't that big. So, looking through, it's always a great idea to have some natural fiber rope because not only can you tie knots with it, but you can also take it apart and use it as a fire starter. So this natural fiber rope is going to go into our pack. Next, what else do we have? Look at that. We've got a monkey ball. You may have never seen a monkey ball before, but it's one of my favorite scouting knots. In a future video, I'll teach you how to tie it so it can become one of your favorite scouting knots too. The monkey ball is a great way to put some rope together and make it shorter, and at the same time, give you a fun stopper knot at the end that you can use to help you throw it over a tree limb, or even just throw to one of your fellow scouts to play a nice game of catch with. So the monkey ball, unfortunately, is gonna have to go into the pack. Still got all this rope, but no room for it. Well, look at that. This looks like a whole bunch of rope bundled into a tiny package. This is perfect. This, if you haven't ever seen it before, is paracord. Paracord is one of scouting's best friends because it's very small and doesn't take up a lot of room, but it's still fairly strong. You can use it to tie knots. You can use it as a guideline for your tent or your dining fly. You can use it for all kinds of stuff. So, because we found this paracord, we're not going to need this stuff anymore. Great. One of the problems with paracord is although it comes in a nice, neat package like this, it doesn't ever stay in a nice, neat package. Usually, after you use it once, it ends up looking like this. Or, if you're not careful, it can end up looking like a tangled mess. So, today, I thought it might be fun to teach you another one of my favorite scouting knots, the daisy chain. The daisy chain allows us to take a long piece of rope and shorten it into a smaller package that takes up less space. To show you the daisy chain, we're going to start with a simple piece of rope. But then, after we master it, we're going to move on and I'm going to show you how you can make a daisy chain out of your paracord and make it even smaller so it fits in your pack. Okay? Let's get started. To start our daisy chain, we're going to make an underhand loop. There we go. Now, we're going to take the running end of the rope and come around the back, and we're going to push it right through that loop we made and then pull it tight. What we've made here is a loop at the end of the rope, and that loop slips. We've made a slip knot. So let's pull that slip knot down a little bit and make a smaller loop, and then we're going to continue that same process over and over and over again until we run out of rope. So let's take the running end and take it through the loop and pull. Then let's do it again. Running end, through the loop and pull. Let's do it one more time. Running end, through the loop and pull. There we go. So we don't have enough at the end that we could make another loop. So what we're going to do here is we're going to lock the rope down. So let's take this end and take it right through the loop, and then let's pull it tight. There we go. See how we took almost 3 feet of rope and turned it into just over a foot? This will fit much better in our pack. Another great thing about the daisy chain is when we want to deploy that rope to do some scouting, all we've got to do is take it out of the top, and then on 3, ready? 1, 2, 3, and it's back. Okay, so as you can see, the daisy chain is the perfect knot for shortening our rope to make it fit better in our pack. So let me show you how we can do it with our long piece of paracord. Right here, I've got 50 feet of paracord. That's a lot of rope. Think of all the scouting you could do with it. To start our daisy chain, we're going to find both ends of the rope, and we're going to put them together. Then, let's straighten it all out and find the other end. Now, let's take that other end and match it up with the first end. And there we go. So we've doubled the rope over, and then we've doubled it over again. Okay? Now, let's find the other end, and we're going to do that same thing one more time. Let's take the other end and bring it to the first end. And there we go. We've looped it over itself 3 times. So we've made it 1/3 as long as it was before. Now, let's make it even shorter with our daisy chain. So, let's start at one end, make our loop. There we go. Then, let's take our pinching fingers, go through, pull the running end, and pull it tight. We've got our first slip knot. Now, let's open that slip knot up. Let's take what's left and come right through. And then let's pull it tight. There we go. So now we've got a second loop. It looks like we have enough rope that we could make one more loop. So let's open that loop up, take the running end, and come right through. And there we go. And we've got a third loop. Now, with what's left, let's take it and take the end and tuck it right through that top loop we made. There we go. Now we've locked it down, and let's pull it tight. Perfect. See how we've taken 50 feet of paracord, and by doubling and doubling and doubling it over itself, and then tying our daisy chain, we took that 50 feet and turned it into just over a foot. This is going to fit perfectly in our pack. And again, whenever we're ready to use it, let's pull that top loop out, and then ready? 1, 2, 3. Huh. I hope today that you've learned the daisy chain and you can practice it at home, because you're going to use it all the time in your scouting adventures. So, for the next 30 days, remember to practice your daisy chain and also stay safe and stay scouting.